Not only does wounds cause severe pain to chickens, but also act as a highway for disease-causing bacteria into the chicken's body, which leads to severe infections and even death if not treated. In this video, I want to discuss some common causes, symptoms, and prevention measures for wounds in chickens. And also, most importantly, I will give you about 5 organic or natural treatments to treat wounds in your flock. But before we get into this video, kindly, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell notification so that every time that I post another educative video, YouTube will alert you. Also, make sure to hit that like button and also the share button, because they help this video to be shown to more farmers so that they can be able to get this important information. You can also tell us where you are watching us from and leave your suggestion and questions in the comment section below. Chickens have an amazing ability to heal their wounds over a short period of time if handled properly. Chickens often get wounds from fighting, especially the cocks when they are fighting for the females or the hens. Also, there are predators like the mongoose, which can cause damages or can cause injuries to chickens. Also, there is cannibalism, e.g. pecking on each other, and also sharp materials on the wall or in the litter in the chicken house. How can you identify a wounded chicken? Here are some of the signs and symptoms to look out for so that you can be able to, identify that chicken which is injured or have a wound. And number 1, you're going to observe drooping feathers and wings. You're also going to see a hunched back, depression and isolation, that is, the bird isolates itself from the others. Also, you're going to see blood on the feathers, inflamed skin. Also, there's pale wattles and combs, and these pale wattles and combs are an indication of anemia because the chicken may have lost a lot of blood due to an injury. Before I give you some of the best organic treatments to treat wounds in chicken, let's first discuss some important prevention measures. And the first prevention measure is to separate the fighting cocks or increase the number of the hens. This is because cocks usually fight for female dominance in the coop, and having 7 to 10 hens per cock is appropriate and can reduce the number of injuries or wounds caused by fighting. The second prevention measure is that you're going to ensure chicken feeds contain all the required nutrients so as to avoid nutrient deficiencies, which causes cannibalism. And this cannibalism now causes wounds because the birds are going to, for example, peck on each other, and this can cause wounds then that can lead to severe infections. Also, you can provide treats like vegetables or use other ways that helps to eliminate boredom, like feeding at intervals instead of feeding once or twice. For example, instead of feeding your chickens only in the morning and the evening, you can also divide that feed such that you feed them during the late morning and the late afternoon, so that you can ensure that the birds are a little bit busy and the boredom is going to be decreased. The third prevention measure is to have enough feeders and drinkers, which should be properly or appropriately spaced to avoid the birds stepping on each other as they struggle to reach for the feed or the water, and because this can cause scratching on the back of the hens, and this can cause the wounds. Number 4 prevention measure is to remove sharp materials from the chicken house. And also, when you are changing or when you are laying down the litter, make sure that it is free from sharp objects that can cause wounds to the chicken. The other thing is to make sure your chicken house is predator proof to prevent attacks by deadly predators like the mongoose. Now let us discuss the organic treatments for chicken wounds. And number one is the saline solution. A saline solution is made by just dissolving salt in warm water, and this solution of warm salty water is used to wash the wound, and this helps to clear the dirt and kill some bacteria that could be on the surface of that wound. The other thing is to use cornstarch or sifted flour. It's helpful to stop the bleeding, after which now you can wash with the wound with a saline solution. The third thing is using the raw honey. Honey contains antimicrobial or antibacterial properties that speeds up the wound's healing process, and it also prevents the entry of disease-causing microorganisms into the wound, which can lead to infections. This honey is gently spread on the surface of the wound, and after applying it, make sure that you isolate the bud that is affected, because honey is sweet, and the other chickens may be attempted to peck on this chicken, and this can lead to cases of cannibalism. The other thing is about the use of essential oils. Essential oils are natural extracts from medicinal plants. For example, the tree oil and the lemon essential oils have been found to be effective in healing chicken wounds when gently spread on these wounds. The other natural treatment is use of electrolytes. An electrolyte is a solution made of the sugar, salt, plus baking soda, and this solution helps the chicken that has lost a lot of blood. For example, if you observe, pale waters and combs, and you find that this bird has a wound, you are guaranteed that the paleness is due to anemia. And what these electrolytes do is that they help the chicken to recover, because through losing blood, a lot of electrolytes are lost in the body, and this makes the chicken weak. Therefore, when you give them these electrolytes, that is a solution of the sugar, salt, and baking soda, then you are going to ensure that they regain their health. And what you're going to do is you're going to boil 1 liter of water, then you're going to add 2 teaspoons of salt, 3 teaspoons of sugar, and a pinch of baking soda. Then you're going to stir properly until all these 3 dissolve completely. After the solution is formed, make sure that you wait until the water cools down before now presenting it to the affected chicken. As you use these organic treatments so that you can be able to eliminate the pain and suffering of the chicken from the wounds, I also recommend that you hit the video on your screen right now so that you can be able to know the natural treatment to save your dying chick.